STEM education is important for this country. It's something that we all have to buckle down and get more involved with, engage our kids more, excite our kids more, encourage our kids more. It's the wave of the future for us to help us to have this country to be more economically sound. It's also important to add to the national security of this country. If you think about it, the country that will lead this world going forward will be one based on technology and innovation. So with that, that takes STEM education, all the science, technology, engineering, and math, all the arts as well. And the beauty of this U.S. is that not only we can combine the technical sides of things, but our kids are so innovative and creative. So that's where the arts comes in. So when you combine the arts with the STEM, it makes an amazing opportunity for this country to take the lead again. Some of the biggest challenges for agencies such as the Department of Energy or any other agency or any other entity, I would say, to address diversity in the workplace, it's a matter of understanding diversity is first of all, diversity is a beautiful thing, because the more diverse, they've actually proven scientifically that the most diverse organization is actually the most effective organization. Because it's amazing when you have different, diversity is not only an issue of race or gender, it's a diversity of thought. So you want people with different ideas other than yours. Because imagine if you were around a table and everyone thought like me, then what's the net gain? So you want more diversity in thought, you want diversity of cultures, and when people come to your job, the beauty is they bring the beauty of their individuality and their culture and their background, their families. And all that is all richness to bring to the equation to help your company to become an amazing company. And one of the things there was a study done by Tata Consulting of the top 100 companies in this country. And they asked them what are the 3 areas that are most important for them to be globally competitive. And those 3 areas were, the first one was technology, the second one was diversity in women, and the third one was innovation. So if you look at the need for diversity, it's ranked number 2, with women and diversity as key, as top producing companies in this country, as to make them economically competitive. If you think of STEM and you think of the federal government, Department of Energy is the STEM agency of all agencies. We have amazing things that go on in the Department of Energy. We have 3 of the world's largest supercomputers, the world's largest laser. We've done at least 6 of the elements on the periodic table are developed from the Department of Energy. So we are the STEM agency. We always tease NASA. We have a cup full of scientists. We have a boatload of them. So we just have amazing reach both in the agency. We go into the communities. We have programs, everything from amazing program, a lot of our participants here at this conference, the Einstein Fellows, where you have educators go into working into our agencies as well, and just a whole host of opportunities. Our National Science Bowl is a nationally known program that we have to get kids interested in science, and it's a nice competition that's around the country that we support. So just a lot of amazing things that we have, and the resources we have. At our national labs, we have 17 national labs, which I consider the national treasures across this country. One actually here in the state of South Carolina, the Savannah River facility, laboratories in Aiken, South Carolina. And these are places that work with the private sector, work with the communities. Our scientists go out and support the schools. We bring the schools into these laboratories around the country. So we help the schools, we help the communities, we help the businesses in those communities that help focus on science-based technology and patents that we have available to the community. I tell you, leveraging after-school programs to help promote student success is vital for us. We don't have our kids in school, only 180 days out of the year. And when you're in competition with countries such as Korea and China and others, we need access to our kids more to expose them to opportunities. So the after-school programs have been an amazing way to do that. Programs through the summers have been an amazing way to do that. So we have to keep feeding our kids. We can't just do it during the time of a school class day, right? So we have to reach them on weekends and during their vacations even. What I would love to see 10 years from now in this country, and with the influence of STEM, promoting education and engagement more so, will be, first of all, where we will have moved up in those ranks, as I mentioned earlier. I mean, we want to be out of the 65 countries survey, we want to be up in that top 1 or 2 that are performing in math and science and reading. I would love to see our kids as excited about being an astrophysicist as much as they are about being a quarterback for a football team. You know, so we want to see our kids working closely with the private sector, for example. We want to see businesses helping steer the careers of our kids. So what has happened over the years, there's been such a separation from when a kid comes out of college and not having a degree that they need to get a job, a viable job. I want to see the engagement back of private sector more into the educational program in preparing our kids so when they come out, they don't have these college loans they have to pay back. They already have a track record to a very viable job. So I want to see the jobs increased in this country. I want to see the engagement of even our younger kids interested and excited about being an engineer. I want to see the little girls in this country, you know, just being the amazing girls that they are, to be a scientist or an engineer as much as she wants to be you know, a nail technician or you know, or a hairdresser. I want them excited about being a chemist, you know, that makes you know, that nail polish as well, right? So I want to see just engagement in STEM education, increase workload, increase opportunity, increase, you know, having our kids come out of college and get, you know, jobs that they can go right into, and not just going to 4-year schools. Not everyone in all of our kids are built and designed to go into 4-year schools. We want our kids interested in going into the community colleges. There are amazing community colleges here in South Carolina. So we want our kids to have that track of when they leave high school, they can either go to community college, which puts them into the workforce that much faster, or they can pursue 4-year degrees.